Good morning, broadcasters. 360 Seconds News and Commentary for Broadcast Professionals is on the air. I'm Maria Kholodova from TKT. Let's discuss the latest technological news with our respected experts, Philip Grossman and Ann Seidler. Don't forget to give the program a like. LiveU has unveiled its next-generation Solo Pro portable bonding encoder for engaging live coverage, combining professional-grade 4K and HEVC video quality with reliability. The Solo Pro ensures the smoothest streaming experience, combining up to 6 IP connections, 4 4G, 5G cellular modems, Wi-Fi, and LAN, leveraging LiveU's patented reliable transport technology. Mary,
Well,
what do you
this is
think
always
about this?
exciting. It always happens with a lot of these video or audio codecs is you get into a stadium. Yay, everything's fine. You test it out, perfect. And then the game starts and immediately you don't have coverage because everyone's using Wi-Fi or on the cell networks as well. I love their belt and suspenders approach. They have 6 different IP connections. You've got LAN, you have Wi-Fi, you have 4G, you have 5G. I think you've got it covered, so it should be very stable. This is also another piece of equipment that's using H.265, which is just such a better step up than using H.264. So I think it gives you a lot, and the price is quite good. So I think you'll start to see smaller adaptations of this where you can use it for all sorts of events that those individuals probably wouldn't normally be able to afford something like this with the streaming.
And Philip, do you agree about its multi-use?
Yeah, it's interesting to see that there's really 2 main players in this bonded cellular network. I like the addition of the LAN connection to the encoder because now a small television studio in your house can have an encoder that can, basically do live and also stream to YouTube and stream to Facebook, make it real simple, and then pick it up and take it on the go with you as a cellular connection. And the HEVC 4K is great, but HEVC HD is even better because it really is a small signal footprint. And so even in an area where you may not have a lot of bandwidth, HEVC with a HD signals 2-3 megabits. So I think it's really an interesting product.
And what does this mean for the streaming needs and the flexibility of production? Mary, I know that you talked a little bit about this as well, so if you want to expand on that.
Let's toss it over to Philip because he probably has more experience in this area.
So it's interesting. It's gonna the inclusion of streaming to YouTube and Facebook and those, I think, is really going to open up to a lot more production. That seems to be one of the areas that everybody wants to go to. Even professional broadcasters, local news stations want to play to their YouTube channel or play to their Facebook channel or Instagram. So it's really going to broaden the capability for distribution.
Right. Now moving on to Panasonic. The Panasonic AWUE160 is the industry's first product that combines the strength of system cameras and PTZ cameras. It also has the industry's highest level of cinematography with unique video effects that can be expressed using a variety of shooting methods, along with an outstanding high sensitivity at f14 at 2000 lux and its high bandwidth NDI capability. The model is also the first ever compact PTZ camera to support SMPTE 2110. So Philip, can you talk about the application of this?
Yeah, it's interesting to see more and more PTZ cameras coming to market that are, for lack of a better term, not a security camera. They are truly a studio camera. In this case, they're calling it a cinema camera. I think Sony came out one recently with a Super 35 sensor that you can change lenses on it. This one happens to support 2110 and NDI. What used to be these giant in-studio cameras on a pedestal, robotic head, has now been really reduced in size, enabling you to use a smaller studio, less technical staff. A lot of locations happen to use robotic rooms anyhow for controlling the cameras. So this allows you to have cameras just about anywhere in your facility and manage them.
And can you talk a little bit about its use, kind of what it's going to be used for?
Yeah, I would suspect you're going to see it in a lot of news environments, potentially in sports environments in studio. I don't necessarily know if you'll see it out in the field, in a sporting environment, something like that. But the fact that they can have multiple camera angles, or you could build a very, very small, what we refer to as a flash studio, a small studio within a facility, and you don't need a giant camera rig and robotic pedestal. So it'll give organizations the ability to utilize their space a bit more efficiently and create different looks. And that's really when you're producing any kind of show, the idea is you want to change that look up. You want it to look different. You want the camera position to be different. You want the set to be different. And by creating a small camera, this enables them to pretty much do that anywhere within their facility.
Great. Well, thank you so much. That's all the time we have today. Many thanks to our experts, Philip and Mary. And don't forget to comment on the news that we've discussed. See you next Monday at the same time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.